Okay, Billy, what are your feelings about how things played out on Sunday?
Yeah, I felt like I got off to a really good start. Making birdie at number 3 and birdie at 5, and I just didn't put the ball in the right positions. In that middle stretch, 9 and 10 were very gettable pins, and the missed the fairways and the bunkers just made it a little bit tougher. And as you saw, Colin hit good shots and made birdies from those. And then I think 13, so first drive this week, I really tried to hit hard. And I think it just threw my rhythm off the next few holes with some irons. So I had to battle it coming in a little bit. The swing just felt just a touch off. But I did a really good job of grinding it out. I just wish, I could have those last 6 holes back. 13 threw in. I wish I could have those holes back and maybe try and put a little pressure on Colin because I just didn't do a really good job of that.
What would you think about the idea of another tournament coming back to this course?
I think this is a great golf course. I've always been a big fan of a course that, as I say, you can't fake it. Maybe you can fake it 1 or 2 days, but you can't fake it 4 days. And this is one of those courses you got to hit the ball great every day, or you got to hit it solid. You got to have control of your golf ball from tee to green. You have control of distance, direction. You got to think about where you're hitting the shots into the greens or maybe even off tee. So I think this is a great golf course. I think our rule staff did an unbelievable job this week of setting it up. I think they could have. I think the superintendent would have loved to seen the greens be a little firmer, a little faster. I'm sure he wasn't happy 18 under 1, but it's such a fine line of maybe a foot faster or a little bit firmer that some of these pin locations become pretty stupid, and we look pretty stupid. And you don't want to make us look stupid when we hit good golf shots. We've seen what that happens at a certain major, and we don't need to do that on the PGA Tour.
You had a front row seat to it today. What do you think of Colin's play?
Colin's got an unbelievable game. I mean, his ball striking, iron play, since he stepped out on tour has been top 5, top 10 on tour, no doubt about it. I think he seemed to figure out his putting. He's got this new claw, saw putting stroke, and his putting stroke looks unbelievably good. He hit a lot of really good putts, made a lot of big putts. I think that big putt at number 11 was huge for him, and he made that big birdie putt at number 12. So I think, that's a good sign. I think he's, of the young guys, I think he, as I've said for a year or plus now, he's the one that everyone's got to look out for. Yeah, he doesn't hit it 320 plus, but I think I can't say it's overrated. It's helpful out here, but if you can't hit it straight and put it in the fairway, then it doesn't do you any advantage, and he does a really good job of playing within himself, and he's a great iron player, which I think everyone understands how big that is, but I don't think people understand how great of being an iron player out here is. Tiger did that for years. Everyone talked about his distance, but he was the best iron player, best wedge player for a decade plus, and that's why, one of the reasons why he was so successful.
Billy, what did it mean to you to show your support for Tiger by just your son, your hat?
Yeah, I don't have red and black in my repertoire of clothes. At least I don't think I do. And so there was, I knew that actually the outfit I wore yesterday was supposed to be worn today, and I sort of switched it up because this is the closest thing I have to having some red. And I just put T-Dub on the side of my hat, black and red, to show my support. I would love to wear black and red. I thought about maybe calling my sponsors and see if I could maybe wear some Nike clothes just for one day, T-Dub's clothes. But, he means so much to this game of golf. He means so much to more than a game of golf. He's such a great person. He's such a big family man. He loves his kids. Since he's come back, we rarely ever talk about his golf game. Whenever I talk to him, it's always about his kids right away, and then maybe we talk about golf. So it was really cool to see everyone support him, and I'm just happy he's still here on this planet. We lost a legend in Kobe, a little over a year ago, and so to lose someone else like that would have been devastating, especially for the game of golf, because he's so much more than a game of golf. As I said, his foundation and what he does for so many other people in this world is tremendous. So I'm just happy he's still here on the planet, and I pray that his recovery is smooth, and you know, he can get to spend time with his kids and get back to being able to run around with his kids.
And he's the guy that you've come to count as a friend in the last, few years since he's come back, really.
Yeah, so Tiger's been great to me since 2009 when I turned pro. He gave me a spot into his events at Congressional, and since that day he's always been gracious to me. And as I've been more out on tour and gotten to know him more, and more guys are a little afraid to go up and talk to him. Obviously, you guys know that's not me. So he's been great to me and shown support to me, which means a lot to me.
Bill, just a quick one for you, and kind of playing off what you just said about your personality. A lot of guys, if they're in a tight last group, will just walk off the tee if they hit a shot. But you were really nice. You were saying good shot to Colin all the time and joking with him. I laughed at your, hey, you hit it forward on the 18th tee. Yeah. I'm just kind of asking you about your approach to that. It seems like you're kind of who you are, no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, people have say praise, like the way that I always say, hey, great putt, good shot. Obviously I say it, so they can hear it. It's who I am. I mean, the guy hit a good shot. Yes, I'm rooting against him, but I'm a fan of golf. And I've always been a fan of golf. So if someone does something good, I'm going to say great shot or great putt or great up and down. It's just who I am. Like, I mean, we're out here battling against each other, but doesn't mean we have to be rude or we can't show some, I guess, support or at least say something simple as a good putt or great shot. So it's who I am. I mean, I'm sure certain guys may not like to play with me because sometimes I talk a little too much, and I've gotten older and I've understood, sometimes I need to tamper that down a little bit. But yeah, I'm never going to change. I'm always going to show support to my fellow playing partners. Doesn't matter who they are.
And speaking of getting older, I would assume Billy Horschel of 10 years ago. I'm sure you'll have your regrets and everything tonight, but you seem like cooler, calmer presence right now than you might have been in this situation in 2013 or something like that.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, I've been out here for 12, 13 years. I mean, it's been a cool job. It's been what I wanted to do, and it's time I start learning from my experiences, so I can be more consistent out here on tour. And that was a big thing for me this year, and I think I'm doing a really good job of that. I think if I can continue to do a good job of that, I think there's something special for me left in the last decade or so of my PGA Tour career, because I don't know how long I'm going to play. So we'll see what the next 10 years has in store for me.
All right, thank you.
Yep, thank you.